Welcome to Kellyanne Cares, a one-of-a-kind show created to motivate, stimulate, educate, and inspire you, personally and professionally. Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm an entrepreneur, patient advocate, content creator, and author. You may know me from the Everything is Messy book, brand, and podcast. But what you may not know is how hard I had to work to get me to where I am today. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And in this season, I'm more driven and extremely passionate about my purpose to help you save the time, money, and energy it takes to be happier and get healthier with your mind, body, business, and life. Tune in every week to hear raw, unfiltered conversations from myself and my incredible guests as we discuss trending topics, share stories of resilience, and chat about all things health, wealth, healing, and wellness. Whether you're here to listen, learn, or laugh, I promise to bring awareness and add more value to your day. Take this time to relax and recharge. Listen, life is short. Invest in yourself. Be loud, be different, be you, and most importantly, enjoy the ride. Buckle up because today's podcast experience starts now. One more thing, sharing is caring. I would love your thoughts on today's episode. Head on over to Apple Podcasts to rate, review, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Want to continue the conversation? Let's connect online. You can find me at kellyannegorman.com and all my social links are in the show notes. Now let's get into today's show. Hello. Welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm so excited to be here, to be talking to you. It's been a little while. My voice, as you can tell, is semi back to normal. The last episode I recorded was rough. My voice I thought was okay. And then when I listened back, I was like, you know what? I just need to put the content out. Like, this is how my voice is going to be for a little while. And I haven't even started my voice therapy yet. That is happening in August. That's a long time away. So I've been doing everything that my doctor says I should be doing, and it's working out. And I actually just realized I didn't take my little tablet to soothe my throat when I record like I was supposed to because, oops, my notebook just fell. I'm in the middle of moving and I don't know which box those are in. That probably wasn't the smartest. I have to find them because I'm recording so many shows for you this week. But if you're new here, what the hell am I talking about? You're probably thinking. And that is, I had bronchitis for about 3.5 solid weeks. It was intense. But on top of that, I actually strained my vocal cords. So if you can imagine, I talk for a living. This is how I make my money. And I'm coaching, I'm podcasting, I'm recording my audiobook. And my body was like, no, it's just too much. So that's the diagnosis. And I was just sick and I just pushed myself. I did too much because I knew this move was coming up. So I wanted to make sure that I could release my audiobook on my birthday, June 10th. And that's no longer happening. I have to push it again. So the universe is just telling me, like, wait a minute on the audiobook. And I was batching a lot of episodes for you guys. And that's honestly how it happened. I was just run down. I was traveling a lot and I don't know, shit happened. So that's the life update on that. But I feel so much better and I'm trying not to have, what happens when you strain your vocal cords is that anything inflammatory really irks them. So basically all my favorite things, carbonation, chocolate, wine. So I'm trying to have less of that. Which is hard because I always want my little special treat of my fountain Diet Coke, which now I add a little splash of Diet Dr. Pepper. I know it may sound weird to you, but I love it. And that's just what's going on with my voice. So if you listen to episode 315, where I talk about the importance of patience and learning how to trust the timing and process of everything in life, that's basically what I've been up to. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can manifest more out of your life, because this is what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. And go back and listen to episode 315 if you haven't, because I talk a lot about the changes that are going on in my life. And I'll just give you a little recap right now. But I've been in this place almost 2.5 years, which is a really long time. For me personally. And when I moved in here, I was a completely lost soul. I was a completely different person. I was in the middle of 6 medical malpractice legal cases. I wanted to be a digital nomad and the pandemic happened. Then I had COVID and I had it for like a solid almost 3 weeks, but I didn't even know it was COVID then. And then, cut to the pandemic 2 years later, and then a lot of other things happened and now here we are. I'm a completely different person. I changed my business. I changed my life. I changed a lot of surroundings, like a lot of things surrounding me. And, I need to keep my bubble tight. And I'm going to go into a lot of this on an upcoming episode all about like failures and entrepreneurship and boundaries and friendship, and that needs to be a whole separate episode, and you're going to hear it this week. And I'll also share with you in a little bit what is going on with the rest of the episodes I'm going to be sharing with you this week. My doctor suggested I have mini episodes so that I'm not talking too long to affect my vocal cords in a negative way. So honestly, that's where we are. So now it's time to move. So there's been like a lot of self-reflection. There's been a lot of throwing shit away. I mean, how good does that feel? It just feels so good. And now, honestly, I woke up this morning and I'm like, I feel like there's so much more I could just get rid of. I did donations, I gave stuff to friends, and I am selling a ton of stuff. I don't know where you do well with this, but I have my things on Facebook Marketplace, on OfferUp. I have one thing on Poshmark, and I'm debating I should just do it today to see things on Nextdoor. And the things that I'm selling are like kitchen appliances, and they're in great shape, like beauty supplies, my skincare fridge, I don't even know, like just so many. I sold a dresser already, my ring light, like a lot of things I don't need. I'm trying really, really hard to live a minimalistic life, and I just want to get rid of all unnecessary things. And I also want to buy all brand new things from a new place, which is what I've been manifesting the hell out of. And fingers crossed I find out today that it's mine. So today's episode is going to be short and sweet. Like I mentioned earlier, these are going to be mini episodes, and I'm going to give you one every single day this week. I was pulling my email list and my audience. If you've seen a couple days ago, I reshared it yesterday. I thought, yeah, I did reshare it Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Anyway, long story short, I was asking you guys like what questions I can answer on these shows. So I am going to talk, today's episode obviously is all about manifesting and how I'm going to get this dream home of mine, whether it's the one I get confirmed with today or another one. I just need to share like what I'm doing because it works. And also the visualizing aspect. I talk a lot about this in my book actually. And if you would like a signed copy, they're 20% off. Just send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok and let me know, because I'm trying to get rid of everything that I don't need here. And then I'm going to rebuy everything that I need in my new place. So I'm sitting on, I think like a half a case of books, and I would love to give them to you at a discounted rate and sign and write you a cute little message. But this book works, and so do the recipes. They're delish. So anyway, back to the purpose of the show. So manifesting, there's so many ways you could do it, right? But what I've been doing is acting as if it's already going to happen. So whether it is this dream place that I toured the other day, I'm patiently waiting to see if I get approved. They're only going to hold it for me for 10 days in the state of California. That's the law, which is super annoying because I didn't plan on moving this quick, but that's the option. But I'm packed and ready to go. I've been doing this for over I started last week, just packing everything up. I need to be ready. And so I've been working on that project for quite a number of days. But what I've been doing is parking at this new place, and it's literally like 2 miles from where I am now, closer to the beach. It's great for my show. It's a great location to walk everywhere. It's just perfect. And I've been parking there every day and doing my morning walks. Like I already live there. You have to journal as if it's already happening, not like I hope this will happen. And changing my mindset and doing things this way is really working. And I'll do a whole nother episode on this after I get my place and be really specific. But I'm journaling like I'm journaling in my new place. I wrote in my journal this morning about like all the furniture I want and that I already have it, and that, this is like versus what you want versus what you already have. See what I'm saying? And then like I went mattress shopping and I was like, oh, I love my new mattress. Now I hope I get this new mattress. It's all about how you write it and how you think about it and how you say it out loud. So this is what I've been working on. So that's been taking up a lot of space in my life because last week I needed a little mental health moment. And honestly, like the last month, I finally got a new phone, first of all. I've been wanting to get a new phone forever because the mic and filming and the camera, and it just like kept giving me a black screen. It was just time. So I finally got, what did I get? The iPhone 13 Pro, the Alpine green. And then I got a clear case because I'm obsessed with the green, money green, Kelly green, all the greens. So that happened. Mental health, going for more walks. I'm really learning to appreciate more of the small stuff, like the hummingbirds that are outside my window every morning, or the sound of the ocean, like really honing in on like the tiniest things, because that's what keeps me sane when I'm super fucking stressed out. And last episode, I shared that I've been pitching my services and myself to a lot of networks and all these other things I'm working on. And I've done it over 100 times. And everyone I've received a message from, we're probably at like 30 or 40 now, has been a no. And I'm a positive person, but like when you're repeatedly getting no, 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 it's hard. And it's really, really hard. And so that's when I realized like I need to go to the beach more. I need to go sweat in the sauna more. Like this is happening for a reason. Everything's going to line up the way that it should. Maybe the decision I made wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And even my best friend was like, maybe this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. I'm like, I thought it was, and then I'm like confused again. And I'm like, I feel like this stage in my life, like it's all happening for me. I understand that, but it's also frustrating, and manifesting can be super frustrating because what if I don't get my dream home? Like I literally did all the work. I put in the work, I did the steps, but it's just not the right place. Like something better will come my way. And so I'm constantly working on myself and making sure that I'm doing everything I can to make everything I want happen. And so, during this time of moving, you're always going to look back and stuff because things bring up memories like photo albums and clothing and like all this stuff. Like I'm looking at a ton of Vegas files and I'm like, oh my God. And it's just like memory after memory after memory. And honestly, I was on FaceTime with one of my good friends for like almost 3 hours. I think it was like Thursday or Friday night. And we were reminiscing about like all of our MAC Cosmetics things because we used to be pro artists together in Boston. And I found all my MAC face charts and I actually put on my Instagram story and I had so many MAC artists like, oh my God, I can't remember those. I had like 50 face charts I used to have to design for the counter for our events. And I was like, oh my God, like these are such good memories. And like, that makes me so excited to have like my new place because I haven't lived alone since I was 6. So this is like a huge move. And I am just like so excited to have like so much less in my life, which is why I kind of want to go through some stuff again. And my move is going to be super simple. It's all in clear bins. I'm getting everything new. I'm super excited to like DIY stuff. But in order for these things to fall into place, like you have to do the work on yourself. You have to do the work on manifesting. Visualizing, I'm all set with because I've already designed my Pinterest board, which I mentioned on last episode. And I already know the designs of what I want. A couple things I've shifted and changed. But once I really get into this space, I'm going to be like, you know what? That doesn't look good here or whatever. But like, I know what things will look like based on what I have and what I need. Like visualizing, I'm better at than like manifesting, I feel like. But I am doing all the work on myself. I am putting in the work to manifest. And I am just like letting go and trusting the universe. And this is really hard for me. That's probably like the hardest part, where I definitely want moving into this next chapter of my life, like good, solid relationships in my life. I want incredible new work opportunities. I want an amazing new space to be in, to sleep in, to work in. Like this takes a lot of work. Like some people can manifest and things just happen, but like that's not the norm. You really need to work on how these things will work out for you, right? The universe isn't just going to send you something. Like you need to put in the work. That's just my 2 cents. So the whole point of this story is that I want more out of life and I want less shit. So that's what I've been working on. So getting rid of all this stuff that no longer serves me. I'm donating. I'm giving stuff to friends. I am dropping things off at shelters for women. And so I wanted to share, because I mentioned this earlier on my social media a couple days ago that my original plan was to release my business, LinkedIn, and podcast consulting services. They're going to be monthly. Basically, I'm on call for you. You get your own experienced coach, like whatever you need, I'm in your back pocket. That wasn't going to happen till June. But then when I was sitting down and manifesting and like really visualizing like my new place, I'm like, you know what? I want to start now. Like I'm ready now. I've already like put in the work. It's been like 20 years of like doing everything I'm doing now, as in running a business and being organized with that whole aspect. I have a ton of content, by the way, if you need a visual, over on my TikTok. But I ended up releasing my consulting services early and I'm super excited about them. So if you are looking for business, LinkedIn, podcast consulting, message me today because the offer is good till the end of the month. And then there's a discount. It's 20% off, but also that is for free shipping on all of my merch as well. So if you go to everythingismessy.com, you'll see all my programs, my products, my services, my apparel line, the home kitchen and office decor, like literally everything within the Everything is Messy collection is 20% off. You can use the code EIMC20. That also goes for your podcast production, which is my complete done for you podcast service where basically you want to launch a podcast and I make it happen. We work together. It's an incredible experience. If you're interested in seeing what it's like working with me, you can check out yourpodcastproduction.com and click on reviews and you can see what all my clients have to say. But other than that, I really want to focus on coaching and sharing more things that will help you in your personal and professional life. Basically what I wrote my whole book about this week on the show. So today I just wanted to do like a little recap and share with you like my moving and manifesting and like all this stuff in mental health and like basically everything that's going on currently so that I can help you manifest more out of your own life. Take the steps that I'm doing to really level up and it will help you out because it's so far working for me. But that's, again, my opinion. This is what's working. Everything and everybody has their own, everyone has their own way of doing things. But I always like to share when something happens with me, like when it actually works out in my favor. So fingers crossed I get this place, but if I don't, it's not meant, it wasn't meant to be. But again, going back to like appreciating more of the small stuff, like going on walks and looking at the birds and listening to the ocean or going to a park or like being one with nature, taking your socks and shoes off and like putting your feet on the ground and like just do a solid 20-30 minutes of grounding. Or I went to a meditation garden twice this past week. There's koi fish. It's silent. The monks are walking around. It's just like all such good energy. And I need that like pouring into my life at this very moment because I am just ready for more. And I also want to share that this week, what you can expect is another mini episode all about how launching a podcast can completely change your life. I'm going to do another episode on affiliate marketing, content creation, passive income. I get a ton of questions on that. And then I'm going to actually do a LinkedIn profile update for you so that you always have an episode to come back to if you're looking to update your LinkedIn profile like super quick. And more importantly, effectively and making it work for you. And then lastly, as I mentioned earlier, I want to do another show. Well, I am going to do another show all about entrepreneurship and failures and friendship and boundaries. And I haven't really done one like that in a while. And I'm just going to like straight up tell you what's going on in my life and how the changes that I'm making, you can implement into yours if you're looking for this type of content. But I'm going to give you 5 short mini episodes this week. I'm super excited to share them. I have all my notes written out. My voice is hopefully back and won't sound like episode 315. I apologize for that, but I was like, the content's more important than like I sound like a 85-year-old cigar smoking man. So that was just the current situation. I'm going to find my throat lozenges that the doctor told me to get from Amazon. Ironically, I shared them on the last show. I honestly forget the name, but I need them. Because now I can hear my voice kind of going. But that's what's happening in my life. I am manifesting more. I'm getting rid of shit because I'm in the process of moving. I'm selling some stuff, which, by the way, you get such a high when like everybody wants your stuff. I don't know about you, but I was like so excited selling stuff. I'm like, everything is in great condition and I just love giving things like a new home. And I kind of feel like I might start selling more once I start going through the clear bins that I need to like get rid of more, especially like beauty products. By the way, have you seen that show on HBO Max about beauty products? I'm petrified to watch that because everyone on TikTok is getting rid of like basically everything that they own in the beauty products department, makeup especially, makeup, skincare, anything beauty, because of the ingredients that's in them. And I just saw like a couple brands that I personally have now, and I'm like, that I can't even like function with that right now, but like it's all over. It's getting a lot of press on TikTok, and I don't know, I'm afraid to watch it. I forget the name of it, but it's on HBO Max. Anyway, so that was like a side note. That's what's going on. I hope this episode helped. If you're looking to manifest more out of life, you need some more help, I'm always here. You know where to find me. And I'm really looking forward to sharing these little mini episodes with you on the categories that I mentioned, the topics rather, a little bit ago. And again, if you're looking to launch your own podcast, if you're looking for business LinkedIn podcast consulting, now is the time to work with me because the offer is 20% off. I'm going to be doing this each and every month, but the space is extremely limited. I want to make sure that I give you as much time as I possibly can, and just keep your head up if you're going through something difficult right now. That's what I'm trying to do. Take mental health breaks, take mental health moments. If you are somebody that creates content like myself for a living, you're going to get burnt out every now and then, and just clock the fuck out and get offline. That's my 2 cents for you. I'm just going to keep it real. That's why it's so important to batch content, which I'll go over on another episode this week. I'm going to finish drinking my super coffee. And by the way, if you're looking to try some, I still have a free trial pack available for you. If you go to my Instagram, click the link in my bio, you'll see it there. You just have to pay shipping. But if you're ready to try some more of their products, you can get $10 off using my code SUPERKELLY. But again, let me know what you think of this episode. I'm so excited to share little mini ones each and every day this week. And that's it. If you need me, I'll be clearing out more clutter of my life and hopefully signing my new lease. Until then, I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for tuning in to Kellyanne Cares, a one-of-a-kind show created to motivate, stimulate, educate, and inspire you. And I hope that happened for you today. As I mentioned in the intro, I would love your feedback on today's episode. Head to Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app to leave a review for the show. I would truly appreciate it. For more information on myself, the show, my book, and the programs, products, and services I've created, visit kellyanngorman.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter, join the podcast community, and check out the brands I'm currently loving. Let's continue today's conversation. You can connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Kellyanne Gorman Official. All my other social handles will be available for you in the show notes. If you have a product, brand, story, or service you would like to share on the show, send me a message on kellyanngorman.com today. As always, thanks for listening, sharing, and reviewing. I wouldn't be here without you, and I'm so grateful I get to do what I love each and every day. Wishing you a happy, healthy, positive, and productive day, and I'll talk to you again soon.